What's up, guys? You may have seen the video where I did a box opening of this right here. This was something I was really stoked to get. I got this from Stomping Grounds. It's a LGS in Vegas. I like Stomping Grounds. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I am going to call them out as being a great LGS. I know a lot of LGSs charge way over MSRP on a lot of things. The prices are dumb. These guys have super fair pricing. Like I dig them. So I ended up finding the set booster box of Baldur's Gate. It was something Commander's Legend. I always really wanted to open up some Baldur's Gate. Wanted a booster box of it. Of course, I wanted a dragon. Why not? So I ended up finding this there. I bought it. It was $325. Yes, it was $325. I save my money now. One of the things, I don't buy a ton of the new products, and I'll buy an older box every now and then because I find a lot of joy out of it. And this was so much fun. This is 18 packs. Again, I have a video up if you go to my channel of just going through and ripping the packs. I love sharing my pack rippings. Here are all the rares. I'm going to go through the top 5 cards that I pulled out of it. My thoughts on this set. If I got to buy another box, would I? The addict in me, yes, I'd buy one more. I wouldn't buy 2 more. I would only buy 1 more, though. And the reason is this. So out of this box here, I pulled 43 mythics and rares. A lot of the cool commons and uncommons I actually didn't get. There are a lot of solid uncommon and commons in this, and I actually did not get crap when it came to that. I did get one really cool pull. I'll show you. I'll show you what my top 5 pulls were out of this set. Because there was 5 of them that I pulled that I was like, they were the ones that I was like super stoked about, that are definitely playable. Value-wise, though, for your average player, I would say pass on this and buy the singles. Don't buy a box. Unless you're somebody like me who just likes the nostalgia and likes really opening up older packs. If you're trying to, again, get cards to play with, you're not going to get your money back. You're going to save money by buying the singles. Trust me on that. So I would say if you're somebody who's really big in like the playing side and not as much as the collecting, singles all the way. Even if you're not going to get your money back on this. But enjoyment-wise, hell of enjoyable. I love the etch foils. I love the artwork. Like there's a whole other side of it I thought was really enjoyable. If you've opened up any Baldur's Gate, comment your experience of what you thought of this set. I thought it was awesome. Come with me. Let me show you the top 5 pulls I got out of this and what I think all in all of these cards. The top 5 pulls. So if you watch the video, I have sleeved all my cards, 43 mythics and rares. Now I will say, so these were the mythics and rares I got. These are all them. Now these are all the commons and uncommons that are valued at over $1. So there are a good grip of like common and uncommon cards that are really solid out there. I was really impressed by the volume of them. I didn't get all the cool uncommon and commons that I wish I would have gotten out of this set. I got really, like looking back, this wasn't like the greatest of boxes. But my top 5 pulls. First one, Ancient Silver Dragon. So I'm going to build a Dragon deck. This is going to go into it along with a Copper Dragon. Ancient Silver Dragon, I mean, it's A8. It's 8 to cost, but it's flying whenever it damages. I love the roll at D20. Draw cards equal to the result. You have no maximum hand size. I mean, if you can cheat this thing out, this is the card of cards. So I was super, super stoked on this. This was one of the chase cards that I had. Now, out in the top 5, 2 and 3 are the same. I actually pulled 2 Displacer Kittens. So Displacer Kitten is a pretty cool card. It's about a $30 card. It's 4 to cast. It's funny how my box was very geared towards blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control, then return the card to the battlefield under its owner control. I mean, this, for any of the blinking decks and to bounce cards, like these are solid. So this is actually number 1, 2, and 3. As you can tell right here, I did not make my money back on this box. These are not an investment. This card right here is going right now for about 60. These 2 together are another 60. So here's $120 worth of cards. Number 4. A foil luxury suite. This is another about $30, $35 card. And this is just, it's a dual land. The one thing, these aren't my favorite lands. This isn't my top 5 pulls. And the reason this isn't one of my favorite dual lands is because of that right there. I like swamps and mountain dual lands that I can fetch land out. This I can't fetch land out. I do like the fact that if you have 2 or more opponents, you know, it doesn't come in tapped. That part's cool for multiplayer games, especially in your first hand. But hey, it is in my top 5 cards, though. Again, as you can see, didn't get the value back of this box. Again, wasn't pulling these 2 as investment. And then number 5 is Kiki. Kiki is awesome. Goblin Shaman. This is going in my Krinko deck. Has haste. Tap to put put a creature token into play that's a copy of target non-legendary creature you control. At the end of that creature has haste. Sacrifice it at the end of turn. This is just a great card, I think, for any Goblin deck out there. So these are my top 5 pulls that I got out of Forgotten Realms, and that these are all cards that are going to go into decks of mine. I did get some like honorable mentions that are kind of cool, such as Jaheira, Friend of Forest. Tokens you control have tap for mountains. Storm King's Thunder is pretty cool. Sentinel Worm. So these were some cool ones. I do love, by the way, the etched foils that came in this. I was really hoping for like an etched foil on some of the bigger ones, but I unfortunately didn't really pull it. But these right here were kind of like honorable mention cards. Fun box. Definitely worth buying the singles though, for sure. Not buying the box. But all in all, I did enjoy it. It was a great experience. I hope you enjoyed the video of me ripping them. Comment down below a box I should rip next. If you're new here, hit the like and follow button. Let's have some fun with some Magic cards.